Oh, Monday, beautiful, sunny, nice breeze, and we're into soybeans. Man, if we can get our combines back to my yard, it sure be nice if we could give them a wash. That canola gave them, they went black on us. That canola dust is just something else. But we're gonna run a test here. Well, not a test. I'm gonna grab a sample and go take it home. Daryl's just calibrating his header right now. But I'm gonna grab a test here from March, and then we'll go make sure that we are for sure good to go. But I can't imagine that it's not going to be dry. Surprised if they're not.
Letting me know though. There's a crown in the middle again, and that just causes me grief.
Well, I hope that's the yield. 80 bushel an acre. Did you tell Daryl about those cones? If ask him and I can bring them. Daryl, do we need those pointy cones for their dividers?
Yes, I do. That's a good call. That is one thing I forgot to change. We always do yeah. So if you talk to Kendall, get him to bring those four things out, and we need 9/16 a socket and a wrench.
You need to tell him that I'm the one that suggested it. I'm the one that suggested it. So yes, I will bring them out.
Oh, okay, sorry. Last I just heard that you were still on top of the combine, so.
Okay.
It's just the way everything's lined up here right now. I'm gonna just keep going along the edge. Once we get to the northwest corner, then I'll make a straight out.
Tell Dylan his special lights are on.
Your special lights are still on. Okay, we are doing our walk. Heck with that, we're gonna do a run. Gotta work off some lunch. Okay. Old guy run is different than young guys, I guess. Just having to dial in our settings here. We've had some issues at the beginning, but we're getting her dialed in. Normally I have a blower, but I dropped it and broke the switch, so luckily with soybeans they're heavy and big, easy to see, but I am not seeing much of anything here. You guys are gonna see this and say, there's beans, and I'm like, well, then it's too late. But from what I'm seeing right now, there's one. Here's a split. But I think for that, we've got one bean over the whole thing, so good. Okay, so that's down the middle of the combine. I'm gonna do one more spot here just to verify, but I'm gonna do it on the outside, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, let's hope they're dry. .2. Awesome, good and dry.
Okay, so on my first testing there, before this last one now, I always drop the pan kind of on the side, and I go the other side, and then I try to go down the middle of the combine, just so that I get three variations. Our combines generally don't load one side more than the other, but sometimes the shoe gets overloaded like we had in canola. So what I was trying to figure out is what oh, Arch has got something going on here. Arch, I don't know if you've got a roll that's plugged or something, but you got something not right.
Your spinner's gone.
You dropped a spinner at the back?
You can start dumping, I guess. I'll go look for it.
Well, that's just an unusual what the heck's with that. So anyway, so where I was going at was on my first test, factory settings or whatever, we had one kernel in each side. But like I said, I had about 30 down the middle. So now I've done down the middle.
Never mind, I'm not walking that far. I'm pretty certain you got lost till you turned around. I looking in the mirror now, I can see I've been dropping a roll.
So anyway, so that's where we're at. And
Well, that'll mean we lost the bolts, right?
I'm gonna guess so. When you get to the end, you want to I'm just trying to think, pop in a half ton and go get a couple 3/8 bolts. Should be some at my place.
Do you want me to do that?
Well, we got to get the spinner. We're not going anymore without a spinner. No, we need to run to go to my place with a half ton once Arch gets to the end there, and then he goes and grabs. Well, or do we even have bolts? Check in your thing and see if you got bolts per chance. Then I'll check and see if I got some too. I don't think we're gonna have anything like that, but one never knows. Anyway, there's a long story going really long. We are going to try to drop in the other pan here now, down the middle, and see where we're at. Because now, now we're going to go back to the outsides and see where we're at. Because down the middle, we were down, instead of 30, we were down to 1, and maybe let's say 2, which is very, very good.
Yeah, I got nothing.
And we'll go from there. So
Want me to go to the end or just wait here?
No, I'll call him back to the end and then we'll have to figure that out, I guess. So, and we're gonna drop that pan. And now that I've got her, just gotta get my speed up to where I want to be.
No, you may as well go to the truck because that spinner will be right at the end because that's where I shut the machine off to do my settings. So that's probably when there was no torque on it, that's when it fell off probably.
As you can see, my middle of my shoe is where I'm having
Are
issues.
you going to make the full round or should I come get you before you turn around?
Well, why wouldn't you come up here with the cart and like don't worry about the half ton, like let Arch go get the bolts of the half ton. You come with the cart to me and then grab this thing.
Makes sense.
Go see if you can find it while I do this, check my pan. I'm only going to do the one side unless there's some real big discrepancies here now, but if there's only one or two kernels in here, I am doing the side that is downwind, so the other side should definitely not be worse than this because they were exactly the same before. And we're seeing next to nothing here again. I got a couple more. Okay, so let's take a look. Again, a split. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4. So 4 kernels on this is on this pan. This pan is 2.5 square feet, and so we're looking at under 2 kernels per square foot. And we're good because 4 kernels on a square foot is a bushel, and we will not get it perfect. Love to say we can, and some guys are going to say, well, their combine can, and well, good for them. I'm not going to say I don't believe them, but I don't. Half a bushel an acre is pretty good. So, and that's on the one side. The middle only had 1 on 2.5 square feet, so I think we're even better. So I think we are set. I think we're good to go.
Look at these beauties. Beans are coming in great. We're moving across this field. Awesome. This is fun. You could load me up a little bit more.
Okay, been going here for, let's see now, about 5.5 hours or so, and it's been going decent. Actually, I would have thought it seems a bit odd, but anyway, we are going, and well, I'm going. Arch blew or snapped a fan belt for engine fan belt, so he got parts of that. I believe him and Kendall are fixing that as we speak. Thank goodness Drummond's had one, and we'll get that up and going. We are down to, let me just zoom that baby out, on our 240. We're probably getting to that 180 mark, I'm gonna guess, ish. So yeah, we'll hopefully we get this done. I was hoping to get to another field yet tonight, but with Arch going down here now for a couple hours, it's going to kind of change things a little bit. So hopefully we at least can get this field finished. So no point in trying to dwell on things. We're just fix and keep going. So that's where it's at. Again, it's working quite nice, feeding quite good. We're going 3.5 to 4 mile an hour. I was pushing it a bit more before, but then we were seeing that we had some straggler ones that were not cut properly, so we're cutting her here at 3.5 to 4 mile an hour, and that's working pretty nice. Okay, so the fact that Archer's Combine gave him some grief, I want to keep this one going, so we're going to try to eat supper on the go today. So we got some beef stew, some fresh tomatoes. Looks like we got all kinds of goodies here, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few minutes. And then away we go. So, see if the Combine can do its thing on its own. Will I eat? You think it can do it? I'm pretty sure it can. I just got to use my eyes to watch. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the neighbors just moved into their field of beans. You guys are Wingham Colony is the name of the neighbors here. And they're running, I believe it's 3,700 Claas combines with 45-foot headers on them. So now the pressure's on, because I've got, like, I don't know, let's say 80 acres left, and they got about 300 on their field there, and I don't know if I can finish before them. They're gonna come in and be done before I am if I don't watch it. So okay, so we are into dark now, and we're also entering into a different variety. We're crossing it back and forth because we're going at an angle, and this is why we do these things. But you're not gonna be able to see it on there. But anyway, once we get the field all done, I am fairly certain we're going to see a significant bump. Now, I don't know exactly, but I don't think I've seen it in the 70s at all on the Combine monitor, and now we're into the 70s here, so I don't know if it's going to be 5 bushel an acre or 2 bushel an acre or whatever, but there's definitely more bushels here where the second variety is, so which is interesting. All year long I've kind of thought they were better, but that first variety we've been growing that variety for years.
Not pretty well. No, we are right at the end. Yeah, you're good.
And they always do better than what they look. So they're always a bit deceiving that way. So that being said, this year maybe on this field, the A2XSs might get dethroned by the Boost 6s. So again, we'll see more as we get going, but my first 2 passes, that's what I'm kind of seeing, is that that there's that. So okay, Dylan's got to go make room for Arch to unload, but we are done field number 20, so which is good. So we got that done, and we are going to go try number 10 next and see what that's going to be like. At least that gives us an idea whether that field will go tomorrow or not, and we'll go from there. But if we can do some tonight and get a truckload or so done, that would be awesome too. Just play it by ear and see what happens next, I guess. There is, just to give you an idea, there is our map. So once I get it all brought in and done, whew, she's moving around on me. There. Once we get Arch's stuff in there, it'll fill the gaps and I can make it look pretty. Okay, we've got probably 50 acres done on this field number 10, and just starting to have some trouble now with cutting. It's wanting to push. Just not working the way we want it to. So we are going to be calling it quits for the day. Now this last pass of mine, of course, worked better again, but the previous two did not. So this is just an indication that we're going to quit. So likelihood of us finishing this field tonight was not going to be high anyway, and besides we need to make sure we get enough sleep so we're good for tomorrow. So we're just breaking down here at midnight here, not breaking down, but it's coming down at about midnight here, and we're gonna call it a day.